Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader and another great day in the market today. Now, yesterday I didn't do a video on my public channel for those specific stocks that I usually talk about on my main channel. However, I did talk about those very stocks with the members only. So if a video didn't come out on my main channel, definitely for members a video will be coming out with those coverage as well. So I talked about Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, S&P 500, Nasdaq 100 with my members yesterday, and also the weekly picks that have been going really well, and I want to show you real quickly the performance of those. Here are the snippets and the highlights of the 14 weekly picks that I provided to the members. Definitely those names are hidden because, well, it's on a public channel right now. If you are a member, you would have access to all of it. When I say access to all of it, you will get weekly picks, and also throughout the week I follow up on those as well for the members. Now check out the details in the description of this video if you are interested in all of that. Please make sure to read through what the membership offers. This particular membership, there are different memberships, right? So you'll find the details for the bonus stocks coverage membership. This particular weekly picks are part of that, and also if you need access to my trading tools, you will find the membership for that as well in the description of this video. Check out the details. Again, look at the performance for this week. All the stocks that I provided to the members are positive and green. Our top performer is 27.31%, followed by 17% gain, 27.31% gain, 17% gain, 18.19% gain, 16.76% gains. The gains are amazing. Not a single one in even a stop loss. Everything is in the gains. Amazing. If you are interested, check out the details in the description of this video. All right, let's get back to our list here. Now, before going further, I also want to let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. So we are taking a look at Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, S&P 500, and Nasdaq 100. Google earnings have happened today. Google was one of the picks as well in the weekly pick and been doing amazing. In this video, I won't be talking Google, but just to show you, this thing has gapped up massively in the post-market as well. So our gains are just increasing, my friends. All right. So Tesla, we'll start off with that. Now, Tesla is right now at $259, and the plan that I gave to the members, as I said, I know the public channel video didn't come out yesterday, but for the members, I still did the video. And when I talked Tesla there, it's just working out as per the plan. We are looking just fine, my friends. It's looking just great. Let's start there, right? So as I have been saying, 252 above, as we can stay above it, establish above it, we are just fine. And also to the members I mentioned yesterday, guys, any pullback until this zone of even anything until 242 to 240 is just fine. And yes, we did dip a little bit lower, but we never broke those levels. And I said that if we stay below 252, some near-term cool-off is possible, but my overall direction is not bearish. Our bias needs to remain for the bullish play. And look at the amazing continuation of an uptrend we are getting, and Tesla is still just bullish, my friends. I'll take it intraday and multi-day for now. Our target remains 277. Tomorrow, can we do it? Well, that's what my target was, and we can do it tomorrow. Now, for that, what we have to watch, as long as we still continue to stay above 252, we are just fine. For the near term, any pullback even until 255 is just fine. Definitely, I don't want to see it lose 252 area. Likelihood of that happening is less. We are just bullish. We should look for an uptrend. Any of these levels below, until their pullback is just fine until 252 area. 5 minutes interval is also just looking fine, my friends. It's a really good price action, and you can see precisely at those levels that I have provided, we do a touchdown and boom, an uptrend. Awesome. All right, so Tesla is looking great. 277 area is a possibility, like a $270 range tomorrow. Technically, Tesla is in that direction. That is possible. All right, that is possible on Tesla. I'm still amazed. They lost on earnings so badly, up and down, left and right, and And that's why I always say, guys, no one knows what's going to happen through the earnings. Everything could be disastrous and price may still go up, and vice versa, right? That's why technicals are so important. My tools helps you in identifying all of that. All right, now, where are we going, guys? Where are we going? We are going to Nvidia, my friends. Nvidia doing a really good comeback now. Intel earnings happened today. Intel couldn't do much. Okay, it is falling flat. Well, when I say falling flat, gap down, it's at $19. But Intel is now, it's not a pick for me, and it's, I have just said stay away from it, so it doesn't matter. But we want to see if Intel is affecting Nvidia. Well, not that badly. It's a little bit of an effect with some sense down, not that badly. Now, it depends what they also say in the earnings call, but so far so good. Now, with Nvidia also, I have been saying that we are turning around. We are in the turning around phase. Our bias needs to remain bullish. That's what I told to the members as well yesterday in the bonus stocks coverage membership. Now, 104.75 near term, as long as we stay above it, nothing to worry, nothing to fear. We are intraday and multi-day in an uptrend. Yep, 104.78 above. Our bias needs to remain bullish on Nvidia, and yeah, we can continue up. Now, before, like, over the last over this particular previous weekend, I talked about a potential option tip as well, if you have seen my video. And I talked about you can sell a covered call around 115 and above. So technically, you made the money on collecting the premium as well on the covered call while still not liquidating your shares. And I said that, guys, avoid around 107. See, if tomorrow as we continue and you sold covered calls at 107 area, those will be exercised and you might lose those shares. And that's why I gave that the safest place. All right, I'll be talking more about these covered calls types with the members soon across many stocks as well, but I wanted to do this last particular week on Nvidia. And so, yep, you made the money on collecting the premium as well, still have your shares, and your shares are price is also going up. So yeah, Nvidia still, as long as 104.78 above, our bias remains bullish. All right, let's get to AMD. AMD, guys, is doing a good comeback so far. Intraday, multi-day, we have been in an uptrend. And again, I talked about this scenario with the members. I know I'm just saying that thing over and over again, but pretty much this is what I mentioned, that our bias will remain bullish. 89 above, we are just fine, and we are continuing higher up. At this point, even until any pullback 92 and 30 cents, our bias should still remain to an uptrend. Only if we lose 92, 30 cents, we may a little bit slip much lower again, because we are technically reaching our target of the blue box in the near term. Now, if AMD can close above $100, I don't know if it can happen this week. Tomorrow, if we can see a close within this blue box as well, that's also a great sign. But we'll have to get above $100 for fully establishing a possible good uptrend, or at least testing 116 in coming weeks. All right, so that's the important part. So far so good. Intraday, that's the level to watch that I said. Any pullback until so far, even until 92 and 30 cents, our bias should remain in this intraday multi-day structure to an uptrend. All right, so that's that. Now let's take a look at NASDAQ 100 and S&P 500. Amazing, amazing, my friends, amazing. So what did I say? 448 above, our bias will remain bullish, and you can see we are continuing higher up. Yesterday, yes, there was a red candle, but I talked with the members, don't worry about this red candle. We are turning the ship around on the bullish side. Our bias should remain bullish, and that's what we are getting today, a really good strong move. You can see precisely right at those areas we found a bounce and boom to the upside. Now NASDAQ 100, our bias should remain to an uptrend intraday, multi-day on both sides, as long as we are above 461 area. S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100, S&P 500, we just talked about NASDAQ 100. S&P 500 also, guys, very similar, and above 530 532 to 533, our bias is bullish, and we are just continuing higher up. And even intraday, as for intraday and multi-day continuation for tomorrow, definitely I don't want to see it lose 542 at this point. So as we can hold above it, we are just fine even through the pullback if that comes. If we lose that even until 539 and 43 cents, we are fine. If we lose that as well, then it's not going to be overall bearish right away, but we'll have to wait again for structure to give us a confirmation of intraday multi-day uptrend. That's the only thing. All right, so yes, market is turning around and overall sentiment is becoming bullish, and S&P 500 has also started to close above 20 days moving average. That means a lot on S&P 500. We do have a technical demand level hold. Yes, we did dip lower again after trying to do a follow through, which is where near term some weakness also came, but then eventually, because demand zone was so big, we eventually found a bounce there and we are continuing higher up. You can, like at this point, we are just doing fine in the market regardless of what tariff news are. China says one thing, Trump says another thing. China says we are not talking, Trump says, oh, we are talking every day. But hey, it doesn't matter. Market is just doing fine now, my friends. Okay, that's all, and I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.